Welcome to the Daily Tea on September 12, 2021. Let's start in Venice in beautiful Italy. Many have been waiting for this picture of the Hollywood dream couple. Musician Jennifer Lopez and Oscar winner Ben Affleck walked the red carpet at the Venice Film Festival together on Friday evening and visibly in love. It has been known for some time that the 52-year-old and the 49-year-old are a couple again after a long separation. So far, however, there have been few official photos of the two together. Until now. Now the red carpet on the Venetian island of Lido became their first big joint appearance after the love comeback. To the delight of photographers and fans, JLo and Affleck came to the premiere of the historical spectacle The Last Duel. With all that excitement, director Ridley Scott and Affleck's co-stars Matt Damon and Jodie Comer almost faded into the background. Ben Affleck seemed to be enjoying the moment. First, he got out of the limousine alone, had himself photographed and grinned. Then he opened the back door and Jennifer Lopez stepped out in an extremely low-cut white dress. Arm in arm, the two ran across the red carpet and beamed at each other again and again. Arrived at the Premier Palace, the couple could be seen cuddling and kissing each other. Quite romantic. But now, let's go to Lisbon in Portugal. Former Portuguese President Jorge Sampaio, he was from 1996 to 2006, died on Friday at the age of 81. This was announced by the presidential office in Lisbon. At the same time, a 3-day state mourning from Saturday to Monday was ordered. The socialist died in the Santa Cruz hospital in Lisbon, where he had been treated for more than a week for breathing difficulties, reported Portuguese media. He also, unfortunately, had heart problems. Sampaio had been politically active as a young man. In the 1960s, he was one of the student leaders who rebelled against Salazar dictatorship. As a young lawyer, he defended the politically persecuted. When the peaceful Carnation Revolution of left officers in 1974 put an end to the authoritarian regime, Sampaio belonged to one of the first transitional governments. As head of state, Sampaio was extremely popular during his 2 terms in office. Although he was described as hesitant at times, he took a clear position on important issues. Before the Third Gulf War in 2003, which ended with the overthrow of Iraqi ruler Saddam Hussein, he sharply criticized the support of the conservative Portuguese Prime Minister José Manuel Barroso for the war cause of the then US President George W. Bush. After Barroso became EU Commission President, he appointed the conservative Pedro Santana Lopes as his successor. Only a few months later, he fired him for lack of success and set new elections. Sampaio was married to Maria José Rita. The marriage had 2 children. And now let's go to Preston in the UK. In honor of the British Oscar winner Nick Park, there is a new bronze sculpture of his famous characters Wallace and Gromit in his English hometown of Preston. The animator inaugurated the memorial on Friday together with Mayor Javed Iqbal. The characters are based on the film The Wrong Trousers. Was it The Wrong Trousers? The dog Gromit is sitting on a bench reading a newspaper. The inventor Wallace is balancing on one leg behind. I know the movies, I just don't know the English titles when I'm watching it in German. As a proud Prestoner, it's great and an honor for me to see that my characters Wallace and Gromit, cast in bronze, have a place of honor in my hometown, Park had already said in response to the announcement in June. The animator, who also did Shaun the Sheep, designed the sculpture himself. It's one of 5 art projects that were funded by the government with a total of £1 million and are intended to lure residents and visitors back to the center of the northwest English city with a population of just under 190,000 after the pandemic. And now, let's go to New York in the United States of America. US actress Jennifer Love Hewitt became a mother for the 3rd time. Hewitt announced via Instagram that she had a son named Aiden James. Together with husband Brian Holisey, Hewitt already had 7-year-old daughter Autumn James and 6-year-old son Atticus James. The actress published a picture of a decorated baby bump on Instagram and wrote, that her two older children had decorated it before leaving for the hospital. After that, it was Hewitt's greatest honor to go get the new baby. The actress became famous above all with the series Party of Five, New York Live, Finally in Life, Ghost Whisperer, Voices from Beyond, and the film I Know What You Did Last Summer. And now, let's go to Berlin. Helmut Kohl loved Saumagen. Gerhard Schröder relied on Currywurst, Angela Merkel on the Pomeranian potato soup. What do their possible successors Annalena Baerbock, Armin Laschet and Olaf Scholz like to eat? The Green politician and her two opponents for the Chancellery have now clearly answered these questions in interviews with the German newspaper Taz. If I have to commit myself to one thing, then it's asparagus, very classic, with potatoes as a side dish, reveals Baerbock, who also relies on a dessert. Banana split with chocolate instead of vanilla ice cream. Laschet has been raving about his wife Susanne's broccoli casserole for 30 years. He said, "I associate it with very nice family dinners. Long, relaxed, lots of fun." And it gets nostalgic with Scholz. His favorite dish is Königsberger Klopse. That tastes of the past, he said. Today, Königsberger Klopse is rarely on the menu of a restaurant. Well, I have to disagree there. I often see that. And now let's go to Stockholm in Sweden. After almost 40 years, the Swedish superstars from ABBA are back, as I told you in another video, and immediately stir up the German single charts with their new songs. I Still Have Faith in You and Don't Shut Me Down immediately conquered 3rd and 5th places, as the GfK Entertainment reported on Friday. The legendary Swedish pop group announced a new album a week ago and had already released both songs. At the top of the single charts is at the moment still the rapper Shindy with Mandarin. And let's go to Munich in Bavaria in Germany. After the conviction of ex-national player Jerome Boateng to pay a fine of 1.8 million euros for assaulting his former girlfriend, the public prosecutor is considering an appeal. "We are currently examining whether we can take legal action," said spokeswoman Anne Leidig on Friday. The previous evening, the Munich District Court had imposed a fine of 60 daily rates of 30,000 euros each. The judge saw it as proven that Boateng had hit his then-partner in the face during a Caribbean vacation in 2018. 30,000 euros is the highest possible daily rate, but Boateng does not have a criminal record then. A criminal record is only available from 90 daily rates. The prosecutor had demanded a suspended sentence of 1.5 years in the trial and a monetary requirement of 1.5 million euros. Boateng's defense attorney, Kyle Walden, had demanded an acquittal. The question of whether his client is also considering appealing, he did not answer until Friday morning, when the German press agency reported these news. And I'll see you in my next video. Bis gleich.